Hey, this is Dr. Lou Jacobs at Jacobs Chiropractic Acupuncture Center in Portland, Maine. And before I show you this very long, for me, video about this Ublives leg compression device, I've got to give you an update, okay? I spent the entire weekend with friends and guests testing out the device on their legs. Athletes, someone who had just rode for 45 minutes on his rowing machine, my daughter who is a sailor, who wasn't sailing today, but was practicing base, standing up, and doing other sports like basketball, and myself, and all the people that were over, right? This thing is freaking amazing. I love it. It's great. It was much better than I expected. After, you will see, I used the machine for a few minutes in the video to come for the very first time. I didn't have the full experience. We all used it for 20 to 30 minutes at a time, and my legs after usage felt absolutely amazing. Everybody else was raving too. Very, very comfortable, felt very, very safe, and really, really restorative of the legs. So, without further ado, you will get the original video that I made prior to trying it this extensively right now. It's a little bit long, but what I want you to understand is that I think that watching the experience is important. I think listening to the thoughts as the machine is being used is important. If you're going to buy something that right now on November 23rd, 2024, it's currently on sale for $200 off. So instead of $7.99, I believe it's $5.99. It's a good chunk of change, but if you need it, this thing is worth it. It is made very, very well. The battery lasted all weekend with at least an hour and a half worth of use. Okay, probably closer to 2.5. It's really great. Anyway, enough is enough. Watch the video. If you have questions, you can post them below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for other valuable reviews just like this one, plus a host of other stuff. I've already got 670 some odd videos on this channel. Looking forward to you watching more. Take care now. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is Dr. Lou Jacobs. I'm the owner of Jacobs Chiropractic Acupuncture Center in Portland, Maine. I am a avid producer of content on YouTube, and have been asked by a company called Ublives with a product called SoleFlux to review their product as it would pertain to the patients that I see in this very specific setting. So I'm going to talk to you about these leg compression devices that appear to be really cool. I have not tried them out yet. This will be the first time I remove them from the bags and plug them in to the battery packs that wirelessly provide power to these devices. And we're going to talk about how these may be helpful for recovery from workouts. I work with a lot of athletes and a lot of musicians who spend a lot of time on their legs beating them up. They get sore, they get tired, and this type of device is supposed to be very, very helpful. Now, I won't be able, my legs are not sore today. I won't be able to tell you if my legs are less sore after I use them, but I will be able to tell you how the device feels. And research has shown, it's an FDA-approved device, so research has shown that this type of device can help in a number of situations. It should be doctor-directed. You should consult with your doctor, whoever they may be, about the use of this product or any product like this. But once you get the okay, you should be good to go. And what's really cool about this device is that, one, it's wireless. So you've got these battery packs that you charge. They fit right on the leg compression devices, and you play with the buttons and make it work. And it's just as easy as that, which we'll get into in just a second here. But what is also cool is that it comes with this bag, a carry bag, that makes it extremely portable to take this two-leg device with you basically wherever you go. I do a lot of work off-site out of my office at concert venues, and to be able to take something like this and provide it to the musicians who could use a little bit of help as they're passing through town, This type of device is perfect because it doesn't require that they go in-house somewhere. So the same would be true of athletes and other types of performing artists. Super cool. So we're going to have a quick look at it right now. I'm going to go through it with you for the very first time with the instruction booklet. And we're going to have a look and see how they work, see how they feel on me, and then you can decide whether or not this is a product for you. Price-wise, I should mention before we get started, very reasonably priced compared to comparable items that are not as convenient. What do I mean by that? They don't have the battery packs. They're not as portable as these devices right here. So for the price being still much lower than the competitors, and on top of that, being so portable, if it works well and if it feels good and it does what it's supposed to do, this seems like a no-brainer, which is why I agreed to review the product. Okay, so I have brought myself into one of the lounge areas in my office because I'd like to do what most people will probably like to do when they're using a device like this, sit and watch TV. So what I've done is I've situated myself with the TV over there and the device right here, okay? So this is the bag that it comes in. It's got waterproof seams. I mean, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. It's a bag, right? But it's nice, it's pretty nice. It's got a bunch of pockets to make things convenient. Anyway, I don't know, I like the bag. And even, you know, it should be mentioned that they provided me, this company provided me with this at no cost to me so that I could review it to you. So they gave me all of this stuff. And I will be always perfectly honest. And I told them, if I don't like it, I'm going to say I don't like it. So, but this bag I quite like. And they included this in the equipment. Oh, I accidentally turned this on. So this is one of the batteries, okay? This is what it looks like. And it comes with two batteries because there's two legs. Okay, so there's one battery. Here's the other battery. USB-C into some kind of plugged-in device like a computer or otherwise. I charged these on a computer through the USB-C. I don't remember how long it took, but it didn't take terribly long. And now they're ready to go. And by all accounts, according to this company, Ublives, they should last for up to 10 days with typical use. So typical use being doctor-directed use. Okay, so in the bag, and in another bag, again, I have not opened these. I haven't looked at them. I just received them in the mail last week. This is what it looks like. Okay, you can see right here, that's where the battery pack will connect. So I'm going to put this over here on this chair. Like I said, there's one for each leg. I'm going to take my shoes off. Something tells me it'll be better without shoes. Okay, and an exact replica, but for the other leg. What does it have on the side here? It's got a zipper, and it's got a zipper right down the front. So it appears as though I've forgotten the instruction booklet. Let me go, oh, there it is. Here, hold on a second. All right. So here's the instruction booklet that it comes with. It's only about 15 pages, 18 pages. Hold on. 21 pages long. All right, there you go. There's an explanation of the remote controls, not remote controls, but the battery pack has the controller on the battery. Okay. And if you need to remove it in an emergency, you pull the battery pack off and the thing shuts right down. So if it would become unbearable, which I can't imagine that it would, but if it would, you can emergency release the product. There are several different modes, mode 1, 2, and 3 it says here. First one is sequential mode, relaxes muscle through airbag inflation in a bottom to top sequence. So it runs up and down the leg. Mode 2 is circulation mode to restore physical strength with the inflation of 2 airbags at the same time. And then mode 3, which is considered whole mode, includes much more inflation throughout the device, basically. 5-3-2 airbag inflation combined with massaging movement of the air. So the air flows through the device. So it really can help with circulation, with massaging of the legs. And that's why it's so useful to people who use their legs heavily. Okay, there's a precaution section. I'm not going to get into that. But the objective for me in this type of office and off-site with the types of clients that I see is to, so I'm standing up, is to use it for faster recovery. So just like that, it zips up very easily. You can see that's what it looks like. Like I've got a boot on. My feet are not terribly big, so they don't poke through the end. It looks like there's a way to strap these to these hooks, strap a hook, or hook a strap to this so that you could move around a little bit more with them. I don't know why you would want to do that. It seems like it would be awfully nice to just, again, sit and watch a movie with these guys on. Okay, so the way that they work is there are intervals. So you can do a 10-minute interval, a 20-minute interval, or a half-an-hour interval with the pressure, and then it will turn itself off. Okay. So the battery is like this, and then it's got this little plug on the back. So when you plug the battery in, there we go. It goes in and it clips on very easily, and it is upside down so you can read right side up what you're looking at on the screen. I haven't taken the screen protectors off yet, but I'm going to. Just like that. It came very well packaged. It was all in one piece. Super, super nice presentation, which is important if you spend $699 on a medical device, which may be able to be covered by some accounts. If you have a prescription for something like this and you have a health savings account, you should be able to spend it on that. And who knows, maybe even an insurance company would pay for this as a durable medical device. You may be able to get some of this covered. Okay, so here we go. So looking at the instruction booklet, here's what we've got. To turn it on, you press the on button. All right, that should be easy enough. All right. Just looking for the direct instructions here. Okay, so I'm going to turn both of them on. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here initially, because like I said, I have not used this at all. So it's set for 20 minutes. This one is blowing up right now automatically. So is this one. I might just wait and see what happens. I'm excited. This is cool. All right, so got my remote control in hand. I just want you to be able to see what they look like when they blow up, which is why I'm sitting like this in this chair. This is a good ab workout, holding my legs up like this for now. So I can feel the pressure starting. I'm going to scooch back a little bit. This is actually quite perfect in this chair. Now, there's a mode button. Now I can feel a decent amount of pressure. It feels pretty cool, I will say. Now I'm only feeling it down around my feet, and you can see how those have kind of puffed up quite a bit. And now, let's see. I'm reducing the pressure by hitting this down button. You really feel it. But it's stopped. It feels good. It feels good. It feels really nice. Now, what I'm feeling, I can tell you what I'm experiencing here. The airbag right here in my calf is blowing up. I will say this, my feet feel warm. So the foot section, the airbags down around the feet, those have fully inflated to the pressure that I set, which was the lower pressure. And my feet started to feel warm. The calves have started to blow up and I can feel it approaching my knee on both sides. And the feet are starting to loosen just a little bit. I can tell you it's not painful at all. It feels good, but a little bit strange at first. It's like a blood pressure cuff is what it feels like on your arm, but it's going up in now above the knee into my thigh, right around the quads, and we'll see. I don't think it goes any higher than that. Maybe it does. Let's see. Yeah, it does actually. It goes all the way up to the top, which is really great. So now what I feel with my legs is this. They're almost completely inflated from not quite hip to toe. My kneecap on this side got a little smushed, but it's okay. I was able to move it out of the way a little bit. There's no direct pressure on the kneecap. It's on the sides. Yeah, so it's inflated all the way up to the groin area. And now it's completely releasing all sections. You can see how my legs are able to bend a little bit. Yeah, it's releasing the pressure. And there's a little diagram over here that I'll show you at some point. And it shows you which sections are inflating. It's really pretty sweet. So it's only been 3 minutes. Now what I'm doing is I'm going into circulation mode by hitting the M button, and it's going to switch modes. So let's see if they fully deflate. No. The device switches from gear to gear. So there's those 3 different modes that I told you about. It switches pretty seamlessly. They're not fully deflating. It's really comfortable. I've had products sent to me before that when I tried to use them, I screamed in pain. They hurt. They hurt really bad. And I had to tell the company, I can't do this. There's no way I'm going to say anything good about your product. Do you still want me to review it? And they declined. That happened one time. But since then, I've decided, you know what? I'm going to report bad things, if there are any. But this is not painful a bit. So it is on circulation mode. It's tightening up top, but not down below. I can wiggle my feet, wiggle my ankles, wiggle my calves just fine. I'll be curious to see how I feel when I take these off. So here's what I'll say. This circulation mode kind of goes from up to down and down to up. I kind of preferred the other mode, the sequential mode, but I'm going to do the whole mode that does the whole leg because I kind of just want to feel everything compressed all at once. I don't think I'm going to increase the intensity at all. Maybe I will. 1 notch. So pressure is up to setting 2. I will say that it feels really nice in the feet. I have pretty small legs too, but most legs will be able to fit into these devices. So the number 2 setting is, I want to say it's 10% more intense, maybe 15%. But boy, you notice a difference. I'm not sure how comfortable the higher levels of pressure would be. This is getting, I mean, I'm really restricted. There's no bending these things. It's like a cast. It feels like a cast, but it feels good. But it's tight. There's no bend in the knees. There's no standing up at this point. Good thing I've got a show on. It's really, really nice. I can feel the blood surging into my legs. I can feel them getting warm. It's a clear sign of improved blood flow. So for now, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to turn the machines off, and they should just start to deflate, which they're doing. The interface is super easy to use. I'm just going to show you real quick. Yeah, and when you pull these guys off, then they really deflate quickly. All right. So that number above, the 12, that is the pressure, and the minutes are down below, 20-minute intervals, and you can see how there's a little leg there, and that's what will show you in zones which area is inflating. It's really, really cool. There's a timer here, right there, and then the mode button is over here. Plus and minus buttons up here to turn things up or down, and that's pretty much it. And then just the, like I said, the power button right there. It's very, very easy to use. It feels really good. The quality of the material appears to be very, very high. These are made well. I went from fully inflated a minute ago to basically fully deflated in that amount of time. And then all you have to do is fold it up and throw it back in the bag, which has an abundance of space in it. You're not going to run into problems here. But this is amazing. So what does my leg feel like now? It feels different. I'll tell you that. It feels different. It feels good. It feels warm. There's something different. They feel looser. My legs feel looser. They feel warm from the blood flow. It did not take long. I mean, I only had those things on a couple minutes. I can imagine if you left those on for a half an hour, recirculating the power, it's going to make a big, big difference in how your legs feel. Again, as long as it's safe. This device can create problems for people if you don't know what you're dealing with health condition-wise. It's really important to make sure that you don't have any of the warning conditions when you go into using something like this. So please, whatever you do, talk to you or consult with your doctor before using something like this. But this type of therapy is regularly prescribed by medical doctors and other doctors as well. And if they prescribe it and they know that it's safe for you, you're good to go. I mean, they're super easy. You can easily use this at home. Even if you're having leg problems, I suspect it would not be a difficult thing to put these on, attach the batteries, and let her rip. Okay? So in my clinic, this is going to be most valuable, this type of thing, for post-recovery in athletes and in musicians who are on the road and on their feet for hours a day, hours a night, jumping around, dancing around. This is so cool. Super portable, super convenient, super reasonably priced. Again, as I said, this is the first time I've used it. I did not use it for the entire time. But if I feel this different after 5 minutes, I can only imagine what would happen after 20. I think it would be really, really positive. Listen, so far, I think, for what they say that it should do, and what it just did to me, and the ease of use, having never opened that stuff up before, I had to charge the batteries, but I never actually turned them on. For all of those variables included in the big picture, I'm giving this sucker an A. This is fantastic. I think it's going to be great. And I'm going to use it here in my office and test it on people that can use it, because I think it's going to be enormously helpful for them. And I'll use it off-site as well. It's going to be great. I love it. Very, very cool. There's also, I should mention, there's no need for downloading anything. You know, like I have other devices like that where there's an app involved. And the app is great. It's good. You need it because there's no screen, there's no nothing on this ring, right? Which I love. And I love the data that this gives me. But for this device, it's even easier. You don't need any apps. There's no programs. There's no nothing. You put them on, you're good to go. That's kind of nice in this day and age of applications and other software that you have to coordinate with the device. This makes it so much easier. So anyhow, again, SoleFlux leg compression device by these guys right here. Seems like a really great product. I can recommend it right now without reservations based on what I've just experienced. If you need this kind of thing, again, at the price, I don't think you're going to beat it. I did do a little bit of research and I looked up to see how much their competitors cost, and they're a lot more. So this could be a great option for you. For more information, the website will be down below. You can have a look. I hope this is helpful for you or to someone that you care about. And if you have any questions, you can post them below or go directly to the source and ask them the questions, which would be great too. Okay. Again, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. My name is Dr. Lou Jacobs, Jacobs Chiropractic Acupuncture Center in Portland, Maine, USA, reviewing the Ublives SoleFlux leg compression devices for a whole bunch of stuff, but in this office for recovery from overuse in sports and performing arts and on stage as musicians. Be well. Take care. Bye.